Hello, it's Chris here with Sonoma County Property Rentals. Monday, March 4th, 2019. So it is rent week right now, and we're collecting a lot of payments, rent payments, personal check and money orders. And it just reminded me of an important topic that I wanted to share with you guys because, well, whether you're a landlord, a real estate agent, or a tenant, it might help shed a little light on what your rental agreement may or may not state, or if there's an actual process for the priority of payments. What is there in your rental agreement or lease agreement, does it state how the money is applied as the tenants make their payments? Ours does. It's called the priority of payments, and it states that any new money that comes in is from the tenant as the tenant pays rent. New money coming in is first applied to outstanding or past due charges on the account. So what does that mean? Let me give you an example. Again, today is March 4th, and the March rent payment is now due. Let's assume that a tenant pays $2,000 a month in rent. You know, they're renting a two-bedroom apartment, two-bedroom condo. Let's say they're paying $2,000 a month in rent. And in February last month, they were late on their rent. Let's assume $100 late fee, just for easy numbers. And so they paid their $2,000 in February, but it was delayed in the mail, or maybe they just completely made a late payment, you know, on the 6th or the 7th of the month, in which case it would have a late charge. So if they had a zero balance for that month, we would have taken the $2,000 for the rent payment, accepted the February rent, but then after receiving that payment, we would charge a $100 late fee to the account. So that means through the end of February, hope you follow with me here, or before March 1st, which is when the new rent is due. That's when our system charges the new rent. It's always at midnight or 12:01 on the 1st of every month. It automatically bills for the new rent payment because it is not actually technically due until the 1st of the month. So let's say February 27th or February 28th, those tenants would actually have a $100 balance on their account. They would have a past due charge on their account. So on March 1st, when the new rent is billed, it rebills that $2,000 rent payment. So now on March 1st, they now owe $2,100 on that account. Hope you follow me. So they owed a $100 late fee carried over from February, and then March 1st, the $2,000 new rent is due. So now they have a $2,100 total balance. All right. So let's assume today is March 4th. Tenant walks in and it's still on time for today, and the tenant comes in and pays their March rent payment, $2,000. Well, the first, off the top, the first $100 is going to first be applied to the February late fee, or late charge. It first pays off the past due charge, and then the remaining $900 is applied to the March rent. $1,900, I'm sorry, being a $2,000 rent. So $100 comes off the top because you have to pay the past due charges first to bring the account to a zero balance. And then the remainder of that $2,000 payment is then applied to the current rent due. Therefore, that would make the March rent payment $100 short. I hope you follow there. I'll repeat it once again just for simplicity. Tenants owed $100 at the end of February. New rent charge comes in, $2,000. Now they owe $2,100. But the priority of payments, new money coming in, is first applied towards outstanding charges, and then anything that's left over is then applied to the current charges, which in this case would be the rent payment. So hope that helps. Hope this gives somebody the idea, either a landlord, to go revisit their rental agreements, or see if there's an actual procedure and an agreement on how the money is applied. And also for tenants, go back and look at your rental agreement, look at your lease agreement, and see how it's charged. Because in that case, with that signed agreement by both parties, then that amount is then it could make your rent short, and then the landlord has the ability to go and charge or demand the rest of the rent payment, which would be a 3-day notice to pay rent or